Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to this CTFO Zoom event. My name is Adam Levy from Canton, Connecticut. So glad to be here today to be able to go over some details about one of our newest products that we're about to launch. We're in a pre-launch mode right now, and that is our CelluVie product line and also our DermaVie. We're going to be covering and talking a little bit about those, kind of get everybody up to speed. I'm just really excited that this is a company that, is always on the cutting edge. They're always preparing for what the market needs. And when you hear about CelluVie and all the things that it does, I think it's going to be really an eye-opener for a lot of people. So with that, I do have some friends on the line to tell a story or two. Let me see if I can share my screen first, and we'll get that done. Let's see, there's the keynote. Sharing that one. Am I going to the beginning here? Okay, fantastic. So, hey, Otis, are you on the line?
I am here, Adam. Can you hear me okay?
Fantastic. Now, Otis, you and I, we go way back on a product that was very similar to this, actually in a previous lifetime, a previous company about, I'd say almost a decade ago. You and I were involved with a company with Stuart Finger and Michael Kahn, and they had a product that was by Robert G., who is the formulator of this new product here. So this is now, at that time, he was 20 years into the technology, so it's now about 30 years in on the technology that he's now bringing to the table here at CTFO. But you had a personal experience with that earlier product, which again, this new product is based on. And I thought maybe you could just share with everybody your thoughts about it and really, what your experience was taking a product that was actually from the same formulator, the same premise as our new CelluVie product.
Can you hear me okay, Adam?
Yeah, you sound great, Otis. Take it away.
Okay, great. First of all, let me just thank you for putting this together, man, because the product that they're bringing to the market, man, is absolutely next level. I commend you for your leadership for taking the initiative to even get this information out there. So let me just real quick give you big kudos to you for that. But let me just go back to 2013. 2013 of October, I went in for my first hip replacement. My left hip I was having replaced in 2013. And I was already taking that product that Adam was talking about. And the amazing thing is that while in the hospital, after surgery, I had a phone call. Guess who called me? Stu Finger. Stu Finger called me, and Stu assured me that going through my rehab, that I would have plenty of product. Well, here's the deal, y'all. While in the hospital, I started on the product the very day after surgery. I started taking it in my room, went into physical therapy. I was in physical therapy for a total of 10 days. While I was in there, on the 7th day, the doctor told me he had never seen a guy, and I was 62 at the time, he had never seen a guy at that age heal so fast from surgery the way my body was responding after having surgery. He just said he'd never seen that before. And so I told him, I said, Doc, there's only one thing I'm doing. And I told him about glutathione. And all I can tell y'all is I don't care how old you are, you want this product in your system. Hands down, no doubt about it. I don't care what kind of car you drive, what kind of house you live in, your body is worth more than all that. That's where the real wealth is. You want to get this product in you and you want to continue to take it. And Adam, I am jacked from front to back, man. The fact that they brought this product, CTFO has just went into what I call a shift. And I'm telling you, it's like boarding a supersonic train that hasn't left the station yet. But once this train leaves the station, it's gonna be a train running at supersonic speed with no brakes and no gears. Back to you, Adam.
Otis, man, you are so excited. You need to get out of the house, man. You got a lot of energy. It's so great to hear your story, though, about it. And, I do recall people falling in love with that product, and you couldn't knock them off it. I remember there was, when we had changed companies, people were still calling us for it, going, hey, how can I get some of that stuff? And here we are now, a decade later, we're getting it, the newer version, an updated version of it, custom made for our company. And to share with you just a little bit more before I bring on our next guest speaker, I just want to kind of give you some ideas about this and some of the things that I know about it. And hopefully this will maybe help you a little bit. Let's see if I can get to the next slide here. Oh, okay, here we go. So what the CelluVie product is a glutathione precursor. You can't just take a pill of glutathione. That doesn't work. Your body has to produce it. But if it's given the raw materials, if it's given that in the proper form, it can produce more glutathione. And so you've got the ability to, as you're getting older, when we start to lose glutathione, you're able to have your body produce it even more. And it's an immune system enhancer. It's a prime antioxidant. It's a detoxifier, and it protects you also from radiation. It's pretty amazing what glutathione does. CelluVie is the precursor that sends the signal to your body to make more glutathione, which allows the healing process to take place on a cellular level. You'll hear Robert G., the formulator, talking about that our bodies are miraculous. We have the ability to heal ourselves if we are given the proper raw materials. And what CelluVie does, it gives you that master antioxidant of glutathione. It gives you the ability to create more of it on your own. Jimmy Gutman, MD, because all other antioxidants depend upon the presence of glutathione to function properly, scientists call it the master antioxidant. It is such an important immune booster that it has over 151,000 published clinical studies on PubMed.gov. So if you want to know a little bit more about what this can do, there's plenty of studies out there. It's one of the most studied antioxidants. And again, you can't take it into pill form. Your body has to create it. And what CelluVie does is it enables that to happen. Okay, hold on. I'm going to admit a couple of people who have been trying to get in for some reason. Okay, great. Welcome to it. So we're going to be shipping this CelluVie product to all 22 countries, including Canada. As a matter of fact, Robert G. he is a Canadian. This product is manufactured and formulated in Canada. And so we are going to have a Canadian distribution center that not only will be shipping this product from Canada to Canadians, but all the other non-CBD products that we offer at CTFO will also be now shipping from this new distribution center in Canada to Canadians, which will save on certainly a lot of time and also a lot of expense as well. So we're excited for that. And I tell you, this was a really, really hot type of a product back in the days early on when we first got to try it in Canada. So Canada's, you guys should be excited about this. A lot of people are going to be wanting this product. You can mix it with any liquid you want. Example, with water you can mix it, or add it to your extreme shake. You can put it in juice if you want. It has no flavor. So it's something that you can really add to whatever it is that you want. It's got a higher bioavailability than any other product on the market like it. And we're going to be hearing from someone in a minute who has actually been on similar types of products and also has an amazing story to share as well. As I mentioned, it's a flavorless whey protein powder, and pre-orders for this product will be available April 14th. There'll be more announcements about that. And of course, it will ship early on in May. Hopefully the first week of May is what they're shooting for. But you will be able to get in line and order this product on April 14th, it looks like. Also, in accompaniment to the CelluVie product is DermaVie, which is a skin treatment product. It'll repair, rejuvenate, uplift, and beautify, also based on some of the same technology from this Canadian company. I'm really excited about another skincare product that I think is going to be next level. And, I tell you, when people fall in love with a product like this, they tend to stay on it for really long periods of time. So it's just nice to have more things that the Canadians can work with, and certainly we can ship anywhere else in the country. And that's, you know, that's very, very important that we have a lot of things that people can fall in love with, so it creates that residual income from home. Well, you know, my next guest, he got involved in our business just recently and is just tearing it up. Some of you got to see him on a recent Zoom, but Michael has a really amazing story that I'm going to have him share with you all. And one of the things that he and I were talking about earlier today is just to understand and put in perspective this brand new product line that we're introducing. You know, a few months back, we introduced a keto line of products, and people have fallen in love with those, and they drink the Extreme Shake, and it's been helping them build up their immune system because it's a probiotic shake. Our multivitamin, which is our 10x Pure technology in our multi that's formulated by Dr. Robin Sika. You know, that's something that people have gone crazy with right about now, so much so that it's on back order for a few weeks. And we went through a 6-month supply of that in like a month and a half. And so you can see how hot that kind of a product is. But we are, and let's not be mistaken about it, we are a CBD company, and we are out in front with CBDA and our 10x Pure Gold line. And that won't change. You got to lead with the lead product, but you can still tackle other markets, things like keto, which is a hot market today, and people trying to lose weight. And now with people trying to, you know, keep themselves healthy and build their immune system, this glutathione product is going to make a huge difference in that area as well. But just want to put in, you know, perspective. You want to make sure that you don't bury the lead, as they say. You want to make sure that you are leading with CBD and then filling in with our fleet of amazing products that we offer on top of our CBD products. And for those of you in Canada, you can certainly lead, of course, with this new glutathione product until we do have some CBD for you guys up there. We're hoping your government starts to play nice with the CBD folks. So we'll see what happens with that. Well, Michael, I'm blown away by your leadership and all that's going on in your team right now. Appreciate you being on the Zoom. I know you've got an incredible story. You were on a product that was very similar in nature to the CelluVie product. Maybe you can tell that story and let people know, you know, why you're so excited about this new product launch.
Thank you, Adam, and good evening, everyone. And Otis, great story. I just had a hip replaced 2 years ago, and I had a knee replaced 1.5 years. So I know what it's like to sleep at night with that pillow in between my legs. And I know you do too. But in any case, you know, thank you for having me on again. And, you know, I got to tell you, after being, I've been involved in this industry full time for 24 years. And as I say it, the hair stands up on the back of my head because it's such a great industry. It's probably one of the greatest financial opportunities in America today, and always has been for the last 70 years, if people only understood it. And if done right once, you have a home for a lifetime here with CTFO. I know I'm getting off track a little bit, but I think it's important for people to know really where I'm coming from, because I'm really no hot shot here with CTFO. I've only been with the company 5 weeks, but you know, I've been with a couple companies, and I've always looked for only one home. So I'm not one of those guys, you know, looking for something else to do, something else to do. My first company, I was with them for 7.5 years. And then my second company, and the way that I got started in the nutritional or product end of it had everything to do with the gentleman called Paul Zane Pilzer. And he said that the health and wellness was going to be the next $1 trillion industry. And there were going to be 10 million new millionaires developed in this industry. So I kind of went down that path, and I ended up with a company, a good company, by the way, by the name of New Skin. I was with them for 2.5 years. Great company, great products. I've got all good things to say about them, but it's where I started to learn about antioxidants and what antioxidants really were. So we go back 10 years ago when I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. At the time, I was given 3 months to survive. I was told to go home and put my affairs in order. And this is not a sad story. I'm here today to talk about it through the grace of God, and I think a lot of other things that I've done along the way. And so I'm leading up to the importance of glutathione here. But I need to go back so you know where I was and how I got here today. And I hope that this is okay with everybody, because I think it'll be a good tool for everybody to move on. As Adam says, we're not taking glutathione. Our body produces glutathione by the age of 20, 25 years old. To the best of my understanding, over the last 10 years of doing my little research, is we start to lose glutathione by as much as 1% a year. So the product that is developed here with CTFO is nothing more than a precursor to help our own bodies develop the glutathione that we're not producing as much as we once did. That's as far as I'm going to go with that, because I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist. And if you Google glutathione, and I really recommend for people that don't understand it, really should, because it really is a very unique, important product. And as again, as Adam says, glutathione is the master antioxidants of all antioxidants. So go do your research, and I promise you, you will be excited about this particular product. But how I became to the product was, I managed to get myself to surgery after 2 months of being on chemotherapy that nearly killed me. I was 190 pounds, and within 2 months, I was 150 pounds. And if anybody understands that, I know Craig, who happens to be a nurse that is on here. Hi, Craig, how are you? He knows what I'm talking about. And I think you all do. We all know that, you know, chemotherapy really does kill all of the good cells while they're trying to kill the bad ones. And we get it. But it created a lot of problems for me. And in 2 months, it did not shrink the tumor that I had. So anyway, I did a couple things. Anyway, I got through that, because that's not what this is really about here tonight. I got through, and I had a Whipple procedure, and then I came home, and then I was recovering, and then all of a sudden, I couldn't put any weight on my left foot. So I'm leading into the glutathione thing here, guys. So everybody give me a smile, okay? There we go. And so I was waking up in the morning, and I'm a hiker, I'm a walker, I'm a physical fitness buff, and I couldn't walk from the bed to the bathroom, which was just across the hall, and I couldn't understand what the heck was going on. So a good doctor friend of mine from California 10 years ago introduced me to glutathione, or a product that would help induce the glutathione within my body. And so she told me, she said, just start taking it. And so, hey, at that point, you know, I was looking for hope in a bottle, and I was hoping that I could find something that would work. And so I ordered the product, and I started to take, I mean, I couldn't walk across the hall. I mean, everybody really needs to understand. I mean, I didn't hurt my ankle. I didn't do anything to it. I just, all of a sudden, I couldn't walk on it. And within 4 months of taking that particular product, and I'll never forget this, I got out of bed the 4th morning, and I was able to walk across into the bathroom, and it dawned on me I had no pain. And at the time, I didn't give it much thought, because it wasn't the reason why I was taking that product. I was taking the product because I knew enough about antioxidants, and what I was going through, the more antioxidants that I can put into my body, the better recovery that I believe that I would have, and in hopes to push away or not have cancer come back. And I'll never forget it. I had called her up the 5th day, and I said, geez, you're not going to believe this, but I was able to walk. And from that point on, let me see, at that point on, I can't tell you how many miles that I've walked and hiked. 2016, I hiked 500 miles of the Appalachian Trail in 34 days backpacking, and I've never stopped walking. And there's a story behind this, is because when I was being treated for pancreatic cancer at the time, there was a brand new therapy that had come out at Yale, and the first 4 people that they've tried it on, they could not understand why they couldn't get through the therapy, and why I did. And number one, it's because I was, the levels of antioxidants in my body were quite high. It's the only thing that they could figure out. So I will tell you, it's been 10 years. I've been cancer-free. My personal opinion, I believe that why cancer hasn't come back through the grace of God is because I have a high immune system, is the best way that I could put it. And I give that credit to the vitamins and minerals that I take, and the glutathione. I have not gone a day without taking these products. So understanding that glutathione, there's a host of things that glutathione can do for you, from energy to, I mean, do your research. It's just a wonderful product. But I got excited 5 weeks ago due to CBD, and the little bit that I do know about CBD, I think the benefits with this product is between this, you know, I think we need to be careful as to what we wish for. We all say, well, you know, I want to live to be 100 years old. I want to live to be 110 years old. And if you take a look at all of the people that live in the high regions of other countries at 125 years old, what they discovered is that their glutathione was very high. And yet, when we get sick, our glutathione is very low. So it has everything to do with inflammation. It's all about inflammation, okay? The bad guy is the inflammation. If we can keep the inflammation down, then I think we can really beat the curve on a lot of these illnesses and colds and sicknesses and things of that nature. But anyway, 10 years, my left ankle never reoccurred. It gives me a little tiffle, you know, after walking 14 hours with 30 pounds on my back, but not like it was 10 years ago. So if you guys have the opportunity in your, I tell people, listen, don't wait for something to happen. You know, I had somebody the other day, and I think, Craig, being that you're a nurse, I think you would agree with me, asked me, well, you know, with these wonderful products, you know, CBD and the multivitamin and now this glutathione product, you know, which one should I take? And so I said, well, let me ask you a question. I said, I want you to stand up because I can't see you, but I'm going to assume that you're standing up. Are you standing up, Mary? And she says, yeah. I said, I want you to take your arms. I want you to put them by your side. And I said, I want you to imagine that according to science, and the ability to measure is the basis of science, according to science, if you didn't have vitamins and minerals in your body, you wouldn't be able to lift your arms up. I said, so let's see if you can answer your own question. You think you should be taking vitamins and minerals? Because we know that the grounds, and we're not getting the proper vitamins and minerals that we should be. Things have changed over the last 60 years. And if you think that you're getting it all from your foods, you are highly mistaken. I can tell you that right now. So don't fool yourself, and don't go down to Walmart and think that you're getting a vitamin and mineral for $6.95. It drives me crazy. But you know, we're here to share information, and really, I think our job is really to educate people. And I think the best way to educate people is not to pretend that we're doctors, but to lead them to the information, okay? Google glutathione, Google vitamins and minerals. And now the point becomes, once you've learned what you think you should be putting into your body, the point becomes, what product and where should I buy it? And that's where we come in. So it's about education.
Michael, you bring up some pretty amazing points. One of the things that this product will do for people is it helps protect them from viruses. It helps protect them from lots of different kinds of ailments and things that people suffer from. Some of the Q&A that I'm sharing with you guys on the screen comes from that previous information that I had in the past from the previous product. But it's amazing. There's a lot of stuff obviously we can't say because it's we can't claim to cure anything. But when you hear Robert G. talk further about this, he's going to get more into the science. He's going to get more in depth in future calls, future Zoom events. Be on the one tomorrow night with David DiArcangelo. Should be really good, and I think you'll come to find that this is a product that you probably don't want to be without as well. Mike, I appreciate you taking the time out and kind of going through this with folks, as you have that one-on-one experience with a product that was similar. And of course, Otis actually taking a product that was almost identical to this one, from the same manufacturer, the same formula up there in Canada. I know that you had some amazing results, and I know that you recall all the people that fell in love with that product. So we're going to be running out of time here in a minute or so. So I just want to finish up. We've got some amazing products. Don't lose sight of the focus. Our 10X Pure Super 1000 Gold product with CBDA. There's nothing like it on the market. That is going to get people's attention above and beyond anything else. If you want to say something about glutathione as a secondary thing to mention to people, you can certainly do that. There's a lot of people out there that know how big glutathione is and how important it is, but most people you talk to are going to register with CBD or CBDA, and that's how you're going to get their attention. You got to get them in the door first, then you can educate them about all the other different things that we have, the keto products and losing weight and the glutathione products and all that technology. They'll learn about that stuff along the way, but you got to get them in the door first. So don't lose focus, but know that there's some really exciting things that are moving forward. Here are some of those landing pages again. I wanted to point out that one on the left there, you all have that right now. That is one of your new landing pages that is available to you for free, part of your back office, part of your website. All you have to do is add the /join free at the end, and you can have that page and have people go to that page. Beautiful page. So well done. The one on the right is now been added for those of you that have the upgraded subscription to the app. You also have that blue one on the right, and that's now part of your app, as well as a few others. And I believe the one in the center about the 10X Pure Gold Super 1000 will also be part of the app as well, which, again, there's an additional cost to it, but that app just keeps getting better and better. And, it comes to feedback and knowing if people are looking at your stuff or are entering, if you're doing any kind of advertising, you want to know if the advertising that you're doing is creating results or creating traffic. It's good to have that feedback mechanism from the pages that are on the app. So with that, I just wanted to thank everybody. I'm just going to stop the share here. And I just want to say that during this tough time, we have what people are looking for. People ask me, how's it affecting your business? Are you able to work from home? It's funny when people ask me that, I go, well, yeah, I'm just like, a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. It's just busy, It's just really, really busy right now because there's so many people that, are looking for a way to earn from home, and their current career, in a lot of cases, they're not able to do that, and so they're kind of, antsy, and all of a sudden they're looking. And here's what I know is that we will all get through this. We'll get to the other side of it. It's not going to be one day and we're back to normal. It's going to take some time. But what will happen is people won't forget. They won't forget the day that they had to stay home, and all of a sudden they thought, boy, I wish I was making money from home. I wish I had a side business. I wish I had another profit center. I wish I had a side hustle. I wish I had something that I could offer to people to help build their immune system. And we've got all that. And we've got that in spades, and we have it on the most friendly platform that I think that's available out there. No risk, free platform, free websites, free business. And all you got to do is, log in, log on, start sharing your link. And next Wednesday, you get paid. Simple as that. And we've got what people are looking for. So go out there and share this with folks. If you are looking at this for the first time, get back to the person that shared this webinar with you and let them know you want to get started. Say, hey, I need your link so I can get going. And we'll see you on future webinars. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home right now. And have a home-based business. And we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye for now.
Night, Adam.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Adam.
Bye.